It is your daily reminder before doing any kind of Minecraft Bedrock Edition update to back up your worlds. A crash issue has already been established in the latest full release of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, but a brand new update is available on both Minecraft Java and Bedrock Edition. This is the Minecraft Bedrock Edition version 1.20.80. For Minecraft Java, it is 1.20.5. This is a full release. It is not a beta or preview or snapshot. This update is rolling out right now for Minecraft on iOS, Android, Windows, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation. The developers have officially called this the Armored Pause update. As with any Minecraft update, I am here to keep you all updated. There is a lot of changes, so I ask you kindly to drop a like if you enjoy this kind of video. Getting into the new features, they have added the armadillo. It is officially introduced and it comes with a whole bunch of details. The armadillo is a new passive mob that spawns in the savannas and badlands biomes, drops armadillo scoots periodically, drops armadillo scoots when brushed. Its favorite food is a spider eye. So the armadillo is finally here. It absolutely loves spider eyes. It can be tempted, it can be fed, and they can be bred using this. You can mind your own business, bro. You can use a brush on this, and if you use it, your brush gets destroyed relatively easily. I actually thought that was a bug, but no, that's how this is going to work in this update. The armadillo rolling up behavior. A few more things about our dilly dog friend. Armadillos roll up when it detects a threat, such as a sprinting player, a player in a vehicle or mounted, undead mobs, a mob or player that has attacked it recently. It does not roll up when it is fleeing, in water, in the air, or on a leash. If on a horse and you get too close to an armadillo, it thinks it's going to get trampled on, and it will stay inside of its ball until you go away. Now you can kind of torment them just a little bit here. Armadillo down. This go. No, that's nope. We're going to go like this. There you go. So you can kind of torment the armadillos just a little bit. It will never leave its location because of the minecarts. So armadillos do not like the undead. However, armadillos, cave spiders, and regular spiders are scared of them because it wants to eat their eyes. Armadillo scoots. Armadillo scoots can be used to craft wolf armor. Dispensers can be used to brush armadillo scoots off the armadillos. So we can do this. Obviously, they drop over a period of time anyway, but you can use your brushes in order to do this. But honestly, you're not going to get too many uses out of your brushes. As for the scoots, it can be used to craft wolf armor. And here is your recipe right here. Inside of a crafting table, it's kind of like a helmet with an extra top. And as you can see, you end up with wolf armor. Wolf armor. The wolf armor will protect the wolf from most damage sources until the armor loses all durability or breaks. So that means I'm able to hit him. Now they hit him a bunch. Now he's not going to take any damage. But as you can see, the armor is starting to take damage. Now, if I was to hit him with this, for example, he still has not taken any kind of damage. You can use the armadillo scoots to repair these guys. This one's been fully repaired. Now, if I bring him over to here, also lava will not do damage to the wolf until the armor breaks. So if I push him inside of here, he stays alive until the armor breaks. He's still alive. He's still alive. Still going. Now, again, he hasn't taken any damage, and you can tell because of his tail. His tail has not gone down. I can then go ahead and repair his armor and carry on with my merry day. As shown, the wolf armor shows signs of increased breakage as durability goes down. Players can repair the wolf armor with armadillo scoots while it's equipped on the wolf or on an anvil using armadillo scoots. So if I was to grab this and grab this, take damage to him. I know this kind of is backwards a little bit here, but you use shears to take this off him. I can then put this inside of here with this and repair it, and then put it back on my little buddy. But great news, wolf armor can be dyed in a similar fashion to leather armor. So if I go ahead and retake this off, I don't like this plain color. I want to change this. Now, as you guys know, with leather, there are millions of combinations. It's the same with the wolf armor. So I can go like this, then back in here, then in here, then inside of here. And then I kind of like this color a little bit. We could go ahead and put it back on our wolf. And I love this. You're able to change it and customize it. But again, on Bedrock Edition, you have to use cauldrons and dye. Only a wolf's owner can put wolf armor on their tamed wolf. And with this in mind, dispensers cannot put wolf armor on wolves. And as I showed you before, shears are used to take this off and repair it. Only the wolf's owner can repair or shear wolf armor. If a wolf dies while wearing armor, it will drop the armor. Tamed wolves' health and damage. This is important to pre-existing worlds. Tamed wolves now have 40 health points, which is 20 hearts, instead of 20 health points, which is 10 hearts. Pre-existing worlds. If you have a already tamed wolf, your wolf's tails are going to be down, even if it was fully healed previously before 1.20.80. You are then going to have to feed your wolf in order to get it to the new health point level, which is, of course, 40. So if you've got wolves, go ahead and just feed them and make sure their tail is all the way up. As mentioned, they no longer take half of the damage from most environmental sources like they used to do. In most cases, this change will make no difference, given the health boost. But now, they can withstand more damage from players and arrows. Now, it's not necessarily been mentioned, but they should be able to withstand explosions from creepers. So if we put you down, I'm going to tame a couple of these and test this real quick. We're going to put the armor... Nope, sit down. Going to put the armor on you guys. Sit down. We're going to explode both of these guys. They should be able to withstand this, as you guys can see. The armor protects them. Feeding a wolf now heals twice as many health points. Adjusted spawning conditions for wolves, allowing them to spawn on coarse dirt and podsill blocks. Wolf variants. New wolf variants have been added. The variant is determined by the biome they spawn in. So this has finally been introduced to the game, not a 1.21 feature. We have the pale wolf, which is familiar and spawns in taiga biomes with a default pack size of 4. The woods wolf, a variant that spawns in the forest biome. This will be the dominant wolf variant that you'll be able to find in the overworld. The ashen wolf spawns in snowy taiga biomes. The black wolf will spawn in old growth pine taiga biome in smaller packs of 2 to 4. The chestnut wolf will spawn in old growth spruce and taiga, and this one is in packs of 2 to 4. So there's quite a few of them in sizes of 2 to 4 here. The rusty wolf will spawn in sparse jungles in smaller packs of 2 to 4. Spotted wolf, this is native to a savanna plateau and will spawn in larger packs of 4 to 8. Striped wolf, this will spawn in a wooded badlands biome in larger packs of 4 to 8. And the snowy wolf, this will be spawning in grove biomes, a rare type that always walks alone. And I can show you all of the wolves we have here. So this is, hold on, I have wrote it down inside of here. So this one is the pale, which is the one that you've always known in Minecraft. This one right here is the woods wolf. That's the new common one you're going to see. This one is the ashen. I really like this design. They are angry. The next one we have here is the black wolf, a fan favorite. Then we have ourselves the chestnut one. Then we have ourselves, which one are you? A rusty one. Then we have, I think this one is the spotted one. This is my favorite one. I'd love to know your favorites, by the way. Then we have the striped, which a lot of people have said emulates a hyena. Meanwhile, this one emulates a spotted dog. And then we have the snowy one. And again, a fan favorite. We have the introduction of Realms Stories. Let's read the changelog. So with Realm Stories, we now have a new feed. We have a timeline so you can see when players are active. Members tab, Realm Events. Again, you can set up certain events, but you can see when players are playing most. However, there are a few known issues. Read the changelog below in case you guys experience any of these. In order to access this, players have to opt in. But you can add stories, and you can be like, add a story. You can add a screenshot. If you've taken one, you can be like, hey, how can I improve this build? Question mark, post it. Players can leave some feedback for you. Timeline, you can see when players are most active and when they're posting things. And members, you can see recently played, latest. You can see who's active, who's online, etc. This is a great introduction. Enhancements to finding friends. We've improved the way you connect with players in Minecraft. To help you follow and find players, we added multiple features, including lists of recommended and suggested friends, improved search to give partial results while you are typing, ability to share your profile information through a QR code or a share link, a handy button that copies your gamer tag to the clipboard. Unfortunately for me, this is what's causing crashes in my game, but I did manage to get a screenshot. Top left, we have the QR codes and the ability to share and copy gamer tag for friends. You have the search gamer tag to find friends, and then recommended friends, which I find very unusual. And not something that I would be using, especially on a realm or my favorite survival worlds. Moving on to the experimental features that have been added. You need to turn on some toggles to access this, but the mace has been added. From my understanding, though, we do not have the new enchantments in the latest full release. However, we do have these, so you can use these along with getting some mobs, for example. You can do some wind charges and hit these. There's no offhand supports for Bedrock Edition. However, you can cause some crazy explosions on some of these mobs. So if I summon a warden, go really high in the sky, we should be able to kill this guy. The breeze rod has been added. A new item dropped by the breeze that can be crafted into 4 wind charges or used with the heavy core to craft the mace. So this is your brand new item. Inside of here, this can craft 4 of these. Obviously, so players can have more of these. I know a lot of people are going to want these, so I kind of like that. But you can also use this with a heavy core, which is obtained by a vault, in order to make yourself one of the maces. We now have 2 new armor trim templates. So this is what they look like. They are obtained via vaults in trial chambers. We have the bolt one and the flow. And this is what they look like. So something else to add to your armor room. Bolt can be duplicated using a copper block or waxed copper. Flow can be duplicated using a breeze rod. They also added new banner patterns. Added flow and guster banner patterns. These can be obtained from trial chamber vaults. And this is the new designs introduced. New pottery sherds. Added flow, guster, and scrape pottery sherds. These new pottery sherds appear on decorated pots throughout the trial chambers. And here are your designs. So this looks like the banner as well as this one. But this one is slightly different. And then we have trial chambers. Let's read the changelog. I'm not going to go through all of the changes, but some notable ones are we now have a brand new trial chambers map, which can be obtained by a cartographer. We've also had the redesigns of specific chambers. So go and check them out. They did some pretty good changes. Moving on to fixes and changes. General. Fixed an issue preventing iOS devices from auto-locking and going to sleep when idle after the player left any world. Gameplay. Holding the jump button while swimming underwater no longer results in a player drowning while appearing to be swimming at a water's surface. Now, this one also comes under the same bug report. Holding the jump button while swimming horizontally, not upwards, at or near water's surface will keep the player swimming at the surface. at a height where breathing is possible. And we do have a bug report. This bug has been around for quite some time. I think we've all experienced this. You know when you're looking up in water, you think you're breathing, but you're not, and you're losing bubbles? Apparently, this has now been fixed in this version. Players no longer crawl after sneaking onto a bed with a 1.5 block gap above it. We have a bug report. So you are now telling me I'm not able to plank onto my bed after a very, very long day. This bug has now been fixed. Trail Ruins now generates correctly on 32-bit devices. Fixed a bug where guest players could not add trims to custom armor. Buckets can once again pick up liquids immediately after being placed. We have a bug report. Lava and water can no longer be collected immediately. Here is the bug report, and again, something I think all Bedrock Edition players have experienced. If you place it down, you can't pick it up instantly, and then it goes everywhere, and everything burns down. So now, players, you can do this as much as you like. Obviously, the more you spam this, the more likely it is to spread. But yeah, this is the exact same for water. Moving on to bug fixes with mobs. Wolves' tails are now correctly positioned when sitting, and we have a bug report. Also, wolves now correctly leap at their targets. This started in 1.2.10. Even earlier, honestly, all of these versions have been affected, and this has been the issue, where the tail is disconnected from the wolf's body. But an even older bug is this one, going back to 1.0.0, where wolves did not jump when they were attacking mobs. Finally been fixed. And I can confirm the dog's tail does look normal now, and if they do attack mobs, there is a chance they're going to jump. Good news, horses and boats no longer slide to unexpected previous locations upon mounting or dismounting. Rabbits are now more likely to spawn in groves than before. Foxes are now less likely to spawn in groves than before. Blocks. Fixed occasional double placement of blocks when bridging. We have a bug report. Some very long time bugs have been reported in this version, but basically there was a chance to double place your blocks. Sweet berry bushes now drops up to 6 sweet berries when mined using a fortune enchanted tool. But also fully grown cocoa pods now consistently drop 3 cocoa beans. Let's test this. So apparently when this is mined, you can get up to 6, so 5. And then we got 9 that time. And I am using Fortune 3. And I don't know if this is meant to be done with this, but it will consistently always drop 3. Fixed an issue causing beds placed across chunk borders to sometimes break or turn invisible. We have a bug report. Long time issue for Bedrock Edition, where beds would still be there, but they would be invisible. Finally been fixed. Items. Shields can now partially block damage dealt by Guardians and Elder Guardians' laser attack. Graphical. They increased maximum render distance to 36 for Xbox Series consoles. Updated the missing tile texture to a dirt block with a brown question mark. The lead item now renders correctly when the hide hand option is selected. User interface. Let's read the changelog. A lot of changes with the user interface. Feel free to pause or go and check the changelog if you're interested. More importantly, the updated You Died screen is no longer experimental. They said thank you for your feedback. So if we go all the way up here, we change our game mode to survival and we die. This is the screen you now have. And technical updates. Let's read the changelog. A lot of technical updates, and this is also great news for marketplace add-ons, which going forward should now be using blocks instead of entities. Also, the add-on files have been updated to 1.20.80. If you're interested in the technical side, the link to this changelog is down below. And that's everything I have for you in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, just go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite wolf variant is. I am super curious. Have a wonderful day, but more importantly, make sure you've backed up your world before you've updated and played. I'll see you all in the next video.